boys and girls. We are still finishing up making connections, and today I want to show you a little bit about how you can make connections between a nonfiction book or a teaching book and a storybook, because there are connections that you can make there too. So remember the books that I read yesterday. Here's one of them. I'm really going to kind of focus on this one. It's about baseball. So I went and found a book that's also about baseball, but it's a story. This one's called Baseball Brothers. All right, so I'm going to read just a portion of it because this is long. This is a chapter book. So I'm just going to read a little bit of it, and I'm going to stop at different times that I have a connection to this book over here, and then I'm going to show you how I have a connection there. Here we go. Nice day for a game, said Timmy's mom. Nice day to win, said Timmy's brother Ben. They were riding in the car. Ben was in the front seat. He was 13. Can I have my glove? Asked Timmy. It's my glove, said Ben, and he smacked his fist into the glove. I'm just letting you use it. Ben's glove will give you good luck, said their dad. He needs it, said Lizzie. She was older too. She was 10. At the field, Ben gave Timmy his glove. Here, put it to good use. Timmy played for the Red Sox. Mr. Hernandez was the coach. He said, Timmy, you're playing right field. Timmy walked way out to right field. Lizzie was feeding ducks nearby. So I already have a little bit of a connection, kind of. They're saying right field, but I don't know exactly where that is. But I remember from this book over here that it shows me, okay, where the books are, or actually it's in this book. It's in this book that I read. It shows me where their positions are. So I can look here and it can help me. So right field, if he's going all the way to right field, here's like the home plate. So he has to go all the way out here. So that is a long way. So I kind of had a connection. I thought, oh, I don't know, but I can use this other book to help me understand this one. So I had a little connection there. Okay. The Blue Jays were up. Daisy was at bat. In Timmy's town, there was no pitching in T-ball, but the teams had pitchers and catchers to field balls. Mr. Hernandez stood next to the pitcher to coach his team. Play ball, yelled the umpire. Daisy had to hit the ball off the tee. The ball had to go past the yellow rope to be in play. So it looks like here's the yellow rope. So look at where they're standing, where the pitchers are. But it says that they don't pitch because there's this thing called a tee. So that makes me think of this right here where they talk about the pitcher. The pitcher throws the ball, I swing the bat, I hit the ball. If I do not hit the ball, it's called a strike. So I kind of had a connection to this because they talked about the pitcher, but in this book it said they don't have a pitcher. But because I read that other book, I understand it a little bit better, right? Daisy hit the ball past the rope. She ran to first base. Wow, thought Timmy. Daisy was lucky. She hit the ball right away. Timmy had never hit the ball on the first swing. The next batter was Brett. He hit the ball too, but not on the first swing. It took him longer. Timmy looked down. A butterfly had landed near his foot. He bent over to get a closer look. It was orange and black. Slowly, 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 Timmy reached out his hand and the butterfly walked onto his finger. Timmy heard people screaming and he stood up and the butterfly flew off. Timmy started to chase it and suddenly he heard Ben. Ben had run out to be near right field. Timmy, get the ball, get the ball. Timmy looked around and he found the ball in the grass and he picked it up. Throw it, throw it. Timmy threw it, but he was too late. The batter was on second base. Okay, so that kind of reminds me of how they score that I learned over here, right? I run to first base, I run to second base, I run to third base. So I know that the batter made it to second base, right? Isn't that what it said? Yeah, all the way to second because he wasn't paying attention, right? So I kind of have some connections there. This one's teaching me about it, but because I read that one, it helps me understand this book. So you still kind of can make some connections. I made connections about a pitcher, the guy that throws the ball, and this one said they don't have a pitcher, so they have the T instead. So I kind of learned about that. And then I learned about the bases, and so then I really kind of understood that this guy was messing around, and that's why the other guy got to second base. So you can make some connections between texts that are fiction and nonfiction. So I will give you two books. One is a fiction or a storybook, and one is a nonfiction or a teaching book. And all I need you to do is say, something in this book reminds me of something in this book, okay? But be specific. Like, don't say something like, oh, they're both about baseball, or they're both wearing helmets, okay? We can do a little better than that, right? Think about something that was actually in the book, okay?